Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Monday morning and I'm going to get straight into this one. Someone in my Facebook group posted a link to this live stream. Now it's 5 hours 20 minutes long. It's on a channel that I'd never heard of before, Behind the Crimes with Michelle Sutton. Michelle, what a great name. I'm presuming this is Michelle, this is her guest. Sleuthy Goosey was on earlier, and they are playing an interview that Michelle had with someone called Meghan. Meghan is the mother of Sammy's friend. Now, she did an interview with Ictmail, I believe. It was the same day that Sammy did her interview with All American Dream Chaser. And people have compared the two side by side. You know, what did Sam's friend's mother say compared to what Sammy said herself. And I didn't pay too much attention to it because it's the mother of a friend of Sammy. You know, you're looking at second, third hand information here. So, I don't know. However, this person called Michelle, great name, has interviewed this woman called Meghan. Now, Meghan says her daughter's name, she said her daughter's name, it's Daisy. So, do we know who Daisy is? So listen to this bit. This bit's the bit that's interesting me.
I'm 95% truthful, or 95% sure that it had happened. That night, at the party that Exanime said about, where there was a Mexican party. Again, I didn't know who they were. I didn't know who the party was. I went into our local grocery store and I was talking about Kiely. Funny story how that came up. Not going to go into that. And she said, "Well, my girls that work here and have been working there for many years saw lights go into the park, called 911 that night because they saw lights go into the water." So because she wasn't missing at the time, they didn't take it seriously. So it's kind of like the whole same thing where the bodysuit wasn't taken seriously. Finding the laptop wasn't taken seriously. Did our LE mess up big time here? Yes.
Okay, she said law enforcement messed up. Sleuthy Goosey posted this on Twitter, and having listened to this makes sense because I had no idea what Sleuthy Goosey was going on about. So somebody did see something. Somebody did see her leave, question mark. If there's a 911 call on the dispatch log that reports seeing headlights go into the water and it wasn't taken seriously, that's going to be a huge issue for me. Well, we can find out. Let's find out together. This is Broadcastify. I'm in the archives for Nevada County Public Safety. When 911 calls come in, this is the place it goes to. If someone called 911 at Prosser Reservoir between 12:26 a.m. and 12:56 a.m. Pacific time, then it should be here on this log. So I've listened to the first 6 minutes and nothing of importance. We're going to listen to the rest together because we know that Kiely's phone last pinged at Prosser Reservoir at 12:33. So 6 minutes in, we're now at 12:32. Let's listen. I'll just sit quietly in the background and drink my Pepsi Max while we're listening. You can check this out yourself. Just go to broadcastify.com, go into the archives. You've got to create an account and you've got to become a premium member, which will cost you $15 for 180 days. So I took one for the team. I've paid my $15. But you can do this yourself if you want to listen to loads and loads and loads of archives. They're all there. If you want to go forward, if you want to go back. Right, we're just listening to the time. So we're now 7 minutes in. So this is 12:33. This is the time that Kiely's phone last pinged at Prosser Reservoir.
This is Las Vegas 33152 East off 50 East of Stillmeadow. Yellow Ford Mustang convertible 6 William Lincoln 5324 in Arizona. Returning clear on a 2021 Ford Mustang out of Phoenix. Swerving, nearly running off the roadway, was last seen to the Sacramento Pier midnight 32.
Not relevant. So we're listening for lights in Prosser Reservoir. So we're now 12:34. If Google puts loads of ads on this video, it's because there's a lot of like dead space, like pauses. And what I've seen is that Google puts ads in pauses. So if you see loads of ads, then don't blame me. That's what Google does. And I genuinely haven't listened to this. I listened to the first 6 minutes and that was it. I took it up to 12:32 and there was nothing. There was nothing. So now 12:35. So the party at the sanctuary would have been far too far back on top of the hill. They would not have been able to see lights in the reservoir. We've had this conversation. You know, people said that photo that you could see kind of lights, it's headlights from a car, were lights going into the lake. That couldn't be true. It couldn't possibly be true unless they were right at the water's edge, and there's no trees right at the water's edge. Where Kiely's car went in, there's that big drop. I mean, you can see it so clearly now that the water level has gone down, but the sanctuary was set like 300-400 yards back. There's no way just by the topography that you'd be able to see anything. Now this, oh, no, this party that, oh. So again, if someone had rung 911 from Prosser Reservoir, it would have gone through to Nevada County Dispatch. And if someone had been dispatched, we would hear it on this recording.
Repeat information, there's an 1126 on the Missouri Flat on to eastbound 50. They're not 1125, and they have their own assistance en route.
Not relevant. Are you bored yet? I'm doing this in real time. I'm doing this in real time to prove that this is the scanner. This is the time when if Kiely's car lights in the reservoir were reported at some point, it must have been some point shortly after 12:33. The last ping, the last time that phone was active, Prosser Reservoir, was 12:33 a.m. So presumably, if Kiely had gone into water at 12:33, that phone, or shortly before, or shortly after, that phone would have died and wouldn't ping again. So if someone had seen the lights in the water, it's got... If someone had seen lights in the water... No. Can you hear my cat in the background? Don't know what she's doing. Yeah, so if someone had seen lights in the reservoir with the windows open, that car would have gone down quickly. So it had to be shortly after 12:33. And we're now heading towards 17 minutes into this recording. So we're now at like 1:45, almost. I might have to go and rescue my cat. I think Cassie's holding her hostage. Cassie? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is my life, guys. This is my life. Is this the most boring video I've ever put out? I wanted to do this in real time for you. Can you speed it up a bit? We can always just rewind if something sounds interesting. Anyway, let me know in the comments where you are in the world. Let me know what your weather's like. Hope you go. Oh. So en route somewhere. Yeah, let me know if you've been in Hurricane Ian or Hurricane Fiona. Let me know you're safe. Let's just remind everyone what Sleuthy Goosey said. So somebody did see something. Somebody did see her leave, question mark. If there's a 911 call... If there's a 911 call on the dispatch log that reports seeing headlights go into the water and it wasn't taken seriously, that's going to be a huge issue for me. Well, it would be a huge issue for everybody. FOIA request, so freedom of information. Somebody could put a freedom of information request in and ask for the 911 call logs for this time period. So 12:33 onwards. Because it doesn't sound like there's anything on the dispatch. So again, if a 911 call had come in and someone was dispatched, then it would have come over this scanner. You can see this playing in real time. So this is now heading towards 10:1. So if Kiely went into the water around 12:33 when her phone last pinged, it would have gone down quickly and she would already be dead by now. And the lights, presumably, would cut off quickly. Soon as it would go down quickly, the engine would cut off, lights would go out. So there's only a very small window in which those lights would be able to be seen.
It looks like the deer is just barely over the line in the center divide. That's not impeding traffic, and I think the involved party is GOA.
So again, Kiely would already be dead by this time. So it doesn't sound to me.
Copy there, clearing out. Can I show you the street?
you know, look guys, I'm done. I'll listen to that last 5 minutes myself. Let's summarise. If somebody made a 911 call, they would have had to have been very close to the water's edge. They would have had to have been right at the top of that hill to be able to see down into the lake, or they'd have to be at the water's edge somewhere around that lake. So why wouldn't they have seen Kiely's vehicle going into the water if they were that close to see lights? And if they made a 911 call, why was no one dispatched? So either law enforcement dropped the ball big time, or the information that this Meghan is giving from second, third-hand sources isn't true. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I've been Michelle. Hope you're well. See you in the next video. Goodbye from Miss Cassie Springer and Miss Tillington. Bye, guys.